Imagine waking up to a dawn that never comes. For over 18 months, the world was plunged into a perpetual twilight. Not the blue of the night, but the sickly gray of a world dying in slow motion. The sun, our ancient, life-giving star, was still there, but it was gone. It was just a pale, lifeless disk, casting shadows that offered no comfort and light that offered no warmth. This wasn't a local event. This was a celestial horror, witnessed from the dusty villages of Ireland to the imperial courts of China. This is the story of the absolute worst year in human history, the year the sun disappeared. At the time, nobody could comprehend the scale of the catastrophe. They simply recorded the consequences. The great Byzantine historian Procopius described the phenomenon simply, but chillingly, stating that the sun gave forth its light without brightness, like the moon, during the whole year. In the far north of Europe, the Irish annals recorded something even more frightening: a failure of bread. Across the globe, temperatures plummeted. Historians now know this was the beginning of the late antique Little Ice Age. Crops froze in the fields. The summer never arrived, and the resulting famine weakened populations globally, setting the stage for an even greater disaster. For centuries, this mystery baffled scholars. Was it a comet? Was it a supernatural event? The answers lay hidden, not in ancient texts, but in the deepest parts of the planet. It was until scientists drilled deep into the glaciers of Europe and Greenland that they discovered the truth. Frozen in layers of ice. Within those ancient ice cores, they found microscopic evidence of a cataclysmic event, an overwhelming layer of volcanic ash. In early 536 AD, a massive volcanic eruption, likely in Iceland or North America, tore open the earth and ejected millions of tons of sulfurous aerosol into the atmosphere. This massive blanket of ash completely circled the globe, fulfilling the terrible prophecy by effectively taking the sun hostage. The darkness and the ensuing starvation were the first punch, but the knockout blow was yet to come. With populations stressed, cold, and hungry, the environment became a perfect incubator for pestilence. In 541 AD, the bubonic plague, known as the Plague of Justinian, exploded across the weakened world. It is estimated to have wiped out nearly half the population of the Mediterranean basin, collapsing the infrastructure and trade networks that had defined the ancient world. The year the sun disappeared didn't just cause a single bad harvest. It broke the spine of civilization. It reminds us today how fragile our modern, complex world truly is, resting entirely on the assumption that the sun will rise tomorrow. 536 AD was the year nature provided a chilling answer to the question, what happens when the sun does indeed return? And for those who lived through it, that answer meant the end of the world as they knew it.